A powerful table saw and a sharp blade will produce some of the finest cuts in your shop above all other tools, but it could also be one of the most dangerous in the form of kickback. But there are some great ways to prevent kickback, but let's talk about how it happens first. A long time ago, when I first got my table saw, I was cutting a piece of knotty pine and it started to bind at the blade, and I experienced kickback for the first time, and let me tell you, it was not fun. The blade is spinning at between 3,000 and 4,000 RPMs, which means that material can shoot back at you at 120 miles per hour. But there are some important things that we can do on the front end to prevent kickback. But before I say that, there are actually a million reasons why kickback can occur. But as long as we do what we're supposed to do on the front side, maybe we can lessen the chances of it occurring. First, let's talk about where we stand. You should never stand in line with the blade. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to stand to the left of the blade at all times. That way, kickback were to occur between the blade and the fence, it's going to shoot right past me. And it usually happens quicker than you know, without enough time to move back. So as long as you're standing in the right place, you're okay. That's not to say that it can't occur this way, but chances are it's going to be between the blade and the fence. If you're left-handed, if you're comfortable standing on this side and using your left hand to guide the wood. Alternatively, you could replace the fence and move it to this side, whatever you're safest with. But keep in mind, these two miter slots right here are going to be your danger zone. You do not, while the saw is going, want to stand here. You're either going to stand to the left or to the right of the blade. What are some other ways that we can prevent kickback? One of them is having great shop helpers. So I have a miter gauge that I use for making cross cuts, because you should never use your rip fence to make cross cuts. Also, investing in a really good push stick is very important. You can also use feather boards, and never use twisted or warped wood because it could also bind at the kerf. In newer table saws, a riving knife is installed, and that helps to prevent kickback. You always want to make sure that you have your riving knife installed. The only time that should come out is, of course, if you're using a dado set. Some older saws weren't equipped with riving knives, but you can have a manufactured splitter put on your table saw, or a shop-made splitter works just as well. I hope that you will take what I've learned from my personal experience to keep yourself safe in the shop and prevent kickback.